Imagine a world where words travel faster than light, where a single phrase can circle the globe in seconds. This isn't science fiction. It's the reality of Gen Z slang. Ready to dive into the linguistic revolution? Let's go. Hey there, language lovers. Welcome to our exploration of the lightning-fast world of modern slang. Think about how rapidly information spreads nowadays. A quirky TikTok from a teenager's bedroom in Seattle can be viewed by millions in London, Tokyo, or Sydney within hours. This unprecedented global connectivity is the secret sauce behind Gen Z slang's wildfire-like spread. In the past, slang evolved at a snail's pace, often confined to specific local communities or subcultures. Picture Cockney rhyming slang in East London or regional dialects across a single country. But now, a term born in a niche online gaming forum can become mainstream across continents almost overnight. It's like linguistic osmosis on a global scale, reshaping how we communicate in real time. You know, a lot of times when we talk about like internet slang and things that are popular with Gen Z, a lot of people act like it's just popping out of nowhere. Like, what does this mean? Why is this a thing? But a huge chunk of internet slang actually has very deep roots in African American vernacular English, specifically from the ball scene of the 80s and 90s. So a lot of the words that we use today, like tea, meaning gossip, or shade, meaning a subtle insult, or slay, meaning to do something really, really well, or even bussin', meaning delicious or excellent. Those words were all used in these communities decades ago before they were co-opted by the wider internet. This is a powerful example of how culture, identity, and language are constantly remixing and evolving, which, if you think about it, that's kind of cool. So you've been keeping up with the times, using slang like choogy and bussin'. But have you ever wondered why so much Gen Z slang is short, punchy, or an acronym? Well, it's not just because they're lazy. It's because they're smart. Think about it. The platforms that this generation uses the most, TikTok with its short videos, Twitter with its character limits, and Snapchat with its disappearing messages. They're all designed for brevity. So naturally, the language that they use reflects that. Take the phrase IYKYK, which stands for, if you know, you know. It's not just a way to save a few letters. It's a way to create an inside joke, a shared understanding that connects people instantly. It's like a secret code that says, hey, we're in the know together. And this is why emojis are basically their own language. A single emoji can convey a whole mood or emotion. Means I'm dead, laughing so hard, while means sass, independence. It's a universal language that only they understand, kind of like the calls of certain bird species. Each one distinct, yet understood by their whole flock, no matter where they are. Now let's talk about the way Gen Z speaks. Okay, so there's this common narrative that, young people these days use big words and complex sentence structures because they want to sound smart and sophisticated. And sure, that might be true for some folks, but for a lot of Gen Zers, it's not really about that. I mean, yeah, we love using big words. Don't act like that. But the way we phrase things, is a reflection of our values. Like our obsession with being woke, for example, or, the widespread adoption of gender-neutral pronouns like they, them. We're a generation that's deeply concerned with social justice and inclusivity and authenticity. And that's why when we say, "I'm not a morning person," we don't really mean it. Like we're not some sort of magical creature that shies away from sunlight. What we're really saying is, "I need coffee to function." It's a humorous, self-deprecating way of saying, "Don't expect me to be productive before I've had my caffeine fix." And it's not just us. A lot of millennials do this too. We're all terminally online and have been for most of our lives. So it's no surprise that our language reflects that. Take the word delulu, for example, short for delusional. It's often used playfully to describe unrealistic expectations, especially in fandoms. But it also subtly pokes fun at the often performative nature of online life. It's a way of saying, don't take everything so seriously. It's just a show. In a world where everyone's striving for perfection, where every interaction is carefully curated, it's a cultural nudge wrapped in a playful word, encouraging us all to be a little more real, a little less fake, a little more authentic. And I think that's something we can all get behind, right? Like and subscribe to stay up to date with our videos. And remember, you can catch more of us on our channel. Thanks for watching. See ya. One of my favorite things about online slang is that it's never around for long. Like, do you remember when yeet was a thing? Yeah, me neither. The reason why this happens is that the very popularity of these terms is often its downfall. Once a term goes mainstream, once your parents or even a brand starts using it, it can quickly become what we call shuji. And shuji is a term that describes something that is no longer trendy or cool, something that tries too hard to be cool. Like a chameleon that changes colors so often, it eventually runs out of new hues. This constant cycle of creation, adoption, and then rejection keeps the linguistic landscape dynamic and constantly shifting. It's a fast-forward version of how entire languages have slowly changed over centuries. And if you like this kind of content, you should definitely subscribe, because I make videos about language and stuff. So Gen Z slang isn't just a quirky phase. It's a living, breathing testament to how language adapts to new technologies and cultural currents faster than ever before. It's a fascinating insight into the minds of a generation communicating in a truly global, digital-first world. But here's the kicker. If language is constantly evolving to fit the online world, what happens to the way we communicate offline? And how much of this digital slang will one day inevitably make it into our dictionaries? As a language enthusiast and a member of Generation Z, I have a front row seat to this linguistic evolution. And let me tell you, it's not slowing down anytime soon. So here's what I'll be doing next. I'm going to hit the books, figuratively speaking, of course, because there's a lot of slang out there that I don't know. I need to get to work. Leave a comment below with the Gen Z slang term that totally threw you for a loop. And if you're feeling inspired to learn more, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun facts that will blow your mind. Until next time.